Moments ago, Ezekiel Elliot was asked about what his emotions will be returning to Dallas. Our Mike Reese tweeted out his response. Zeke said, quote, "I'm going to try to keep it even keel. I think in any game, how big or how small, you got to keep your emotions here. You have to stay neutral and realize you have one job to do." Hey, Zeke has always been good in pass protection, and the Patriots will need that on Sunday as the Cowboys have a clear advantage in the trenches, okay? Led by Micah Parsons, the Cowboys rank second in the NFL in pass rush win rate. They'll look to take advantage of a Patriots offensive line that has been the worst pass blocking unit in the NFL this season. Big old mismatch right there. And Dan, that doesn't look promising for the Patriots, but you are encouraged by their offense.
I am. I honestly think if this game was New England, I would take the Patriots to win the football game. But being on the road with Dallas, I know that's a tough challenge. I think the Dallas defense is going to have to handle New England's offense. Number one, the 13 personnel that New England has started to use a lot of. 1 back, 3 tight ends. A couple reasons why. They have started to run the football on the perimeter, specifically with Ezekiel Elliot, really well in it. The motion that they've used to get those tight ends like Mike Gesicki as some of those lead blockers is a big deal. Their play-action game out of that 13 personnel has finally started to develop. I think the ball is going to come out of Mac Jones' hands real quickly. We know that Dallas loves to play man coverage, right? Josh Dobbs last week, 14 of 17 versus man when he's playing against man coverage. Mac and his ball placement and his anticipation versus man coverage is a big deal. So I understand there's a difference when it comes to the line of scrimmage, but Mac gets the ball out before guys are open so well. I think that's an advantage for this offense, and I think handling that 13 personnel coming off of what Arizona did. You guys saw the touchscreen that Marcus did yesterday. Yeah. Coming off of what Arizona did offensively in that same personnel grouping, I think it's a challenge for Dallas's defense.
You're right. I love what they've done with the tight end group. I think it's one of the best groups in the league, but I need more out of the wide receivers.
Amen.
And I was one of the people that wasn't as down on this receiving group as some people were coming into the season, but they have to get on the same page with Mac Jones. Those tight ends in the intermediate routes, yes, he's very good, but there are a lot of throws that Mac missed down the field in this game. And yeah, there were elements, but we spent all week talking about Zach Wilson and how he can't do it. If you take away the Pharaoh Brown touchdown that was a bust by that secondary, he has the same exact game that Zach Wilson had in this game. He missed some big throws down the field, and some of it was him, some of it was the receivers. They have to separate. My guy Juju in the slot, he's one. Like, I need you to separate in man-to-man and get throws down the field.
I need those receivers to make a play on the football. I mean, I think separate fair, but I think it's fair to say right now they aren't separators, right?
And man-to-man, no, but also.
So Mac's trying to throw him open.
Yeah, but he had guys beat, NFL beat. Step in front of him, and he's back shouldering it. Those are big plays that you can't take off the board. They will not be a real threat if they cannot push the ball down the field. They have to get on the same page.
I agree with that.
America, y'all just saw what it's like on the sideline when quarterbacks and wide receivers start fighting each other.
I was in the middle of it, too. It was fun.
I know. Here's the thing for me, and as much as you guys are talking about the skill players, this offensive line for Dallas concerns me when it comes to availability. When you start talking about Zach Martin, Baez, the center, and also Tyron Smith, who are all Tyron was addressed, but he didn't play, and you're missing your all-pro guard. The one thing and the strength, I believe, of this New England football team is the fact that they are very stout against the run game, and Matthew Judon and Uche and company can get after your quarterback. So for me, that's a big deal in this particular game, especially when you start talking about the style in which New England plays. Your possessions are going to be limited if you're the Dallas Cowboys, because they just, to you guys' point, it's not an air it out, score really quickly, and you got an opportunity to go back and forward. So this defensive line for the New England Patriots, I'm sure, I've been in meeting rooms like this. If these guys are unavailable, they are going to take it upon themselves to make sure that they win this game because they're working at a deficit. This one's going to be a lot harder, I believe, than a lot of people think. Dallas should win the game. But this will be a very tough game if you don't have those 3 guys I mentioned on that offensive line back.
Yeah, the Cowboys are 7-point favorite in this matchup. They look to win their 10th straight game at home. Guys, new on NFL Live, let's talk about the Eagles. Nick Sirianni asked about the name of the Eagles' very successful quarterback sneak play.
You guys implemented the tush push, and I know so much has been made of it. Did you have any?
Is that what we're calling it?
I guess.
Okay. I used it.
Brotherly shove.
Brotherly shove.
Can we just go with that?
Whatever comes up first in the search engine.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
I do too.
Who came up with that?
I don't know. I found it online.
Brotherly shove.
as a defensive player, I call it pain in the ass is what I call it, because you can't stop it. Like the problem is this, man. Like, and I'm not one of them. I'm not on this hill about get rid of the play. This game has been about finding advantages since the beginning of time. The offense has an advantage, in particular, the Philadelphia Eagles. The only thing you can do is start making sure that these offensive linemen pay for what they're doing over and over again if you get to that point, and then make them think about how they want to actually block this for Jalen Hurts. But as far as removing the play out of the game, let's stop, man, because I'm telling you right now, if it's a defensive play we can find that you can't stop us from getting your quarterback, we're going to use it every damn time.
Hey, just brotherly shove him right back, okay? I think I'm done on that one.